If you've been checking out the new look Knicks this year, you might have been one to see the new and not so improved Mikal Bridges jump shot form.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
His shot was weird before, but it worked. Now, his shot is still weird, but it's seemingly busted. I'm sure that it just takes some warming up. My guess is that in-game he's mixing his old mechanics with his new shit, causing him some issues. But it just leads me to a timeless saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wonder what made him want to change up his shooting now. His shot was always a little unorthodox, but it used to be much more of a quick slingshot motion. This has some elements of Bill Cartwright. It looks absolutely awful. As the whole world seems to wonder what the hell happened to Mikal Bridges' jump shot, including Anthony Edwards.
Here he is. And now it's Bridges at the free throw line. Mikal Bridges averaged just under 20 points per game.
Since entering the NBA, Bridges has basically had that thing on him, shooting over 42% from deep for the 2020-2021 season and staying pretty consistent around that 37 to 38% from deep mark. All in all, an excellent shooter from the mid-range, from behind the three-point line, and also from the free throw line, which can be a very good indication of a player's consistency when it comes to their overall mechanics, with no better example better than that of Lonzo Ball. Despite being an amazing 41% three-point shooter in college with the weirdest form in the NCAA, what's become a better indication of three-point shooting success is a player's consistency at the free throw line. And at 64%, Lonzo really had no chance shooting behind the extended NBA three-point line until after the Pelicans were able to get him into the gym and elevate his three-point stroke from 33 to 38% with his new look jumper. Although Bridges' jump shot certainly wasn't perfect prior to this season, he wasn't throwing up this weird Bill Cartwright style catapult. With an enormous hitch, a slower release time, and a way less smooth flow to it, this Bridges slingshot is anything but pleasing to the eye. But what's more concerning than the aesthetics is the effectiveness he's seeing with it. In 3 games with the New York Knicks, Bridges has seen just 2 of his 18 3 balls drop. 2 of 18. That's including his worst shooting night of his life, chucking up 10 3 balls just to watch all 10 of them clank off the back of the rim. I mean, I get that making adjustments to your jump shot is a 2 steps back, 3 steps forward approach to shooting the basketball. But when the guy you just gave up 7 draft picks for, expecting an immediate floor spacer and a go-to secondary scorer, decides to switch up his form just to go on the biggest shooting slump of his entire career, it might be time to fire every shooting coach in the Knicks organization. This isn't the first time that we've seen jump shooters fall off a cliff. Ben Simmons indefinitely went from stroking mid-range pull-ups in high school to being tackled by his teammates as the crowd roared when he made a single 3 ball against the fucking Shanghai Sharks. But in the case of Ben Simmons, it really does seem like confidence is at the root of it all. Even Giannis has seen his jump shot regress in a major way. After shooting near league average his rookie year, Giannis has seen his 3-ball free fall sub 30% for basically the rest of his career. What's different about Giannis' case is that Giannis went from a deer in headlights to an absolute horse. Mikal Bridges certainly has not. When talking disappearing jump shots, of course, though, there's no more infamous instance than Markelle Fultz, which more than likely keeps your team's GM up every night. After an injury to his shoulder, as well as the discovery of a scapular muscle imbalance where nerves or blood vessels between the collarbone and the first rib are compressed, which can lead to weakness, pain, or numbness in the shoulder and arm, Fultz absolutely jacked up his shooting form to try to compensate for the discomfort he is feeling. I mean, confidence in your ability to shoot in a brand new league has to be hard to build, and as anyone who's gone through a major change to their jump shot form at an older age knows, is that it will take even longer to get used to. Hell, after shooting 41% from deep in college, Markelle still hasn't even hit league average from behind the three-point line. An injury can certainly throw a guy off, but in Mikal's case, this guy is an absolute Iron Man. Having yet to miss a game due to injury in his first 6 years in the NBA, there really isn't any issue regarding bumps and bruises. And although it looks like he ripped his whole shoulder off during the preseason judging by how he's shooting now, what really is the reason behind this change that really seems to be for no reason? Well, after some big time speculation, it looks like we got our answer.
Is this the same way you've been shooting for a while?
Been
ever since I got into the league, kind of been, been trying to fix it back normal since I've been in college. So just been 7 years of just every day. So
does it not feel like it's normal or natural? Like what do you I guess you're trying to fix?
No, just when I came out of college, it's just I kind of tweaked it a little bit, and then my second year in the league had the hitch, and then try to build back from that ever since. So just try and get it right. Pretty much that's it.
What did you change this year?
Just trying to figure it out, just back to how it was in college. That's pretty much it.
Mikal Bridges did used to stroke that thing in college, up at over 43% from deep and 85% from the line. But what you'll notice is, if anything, the last few years he was pretty damn close. With a set point a bit off to the left side of his body in college, after shooting 33% from deep in his rookie year, it's likely that this is when Bridges decided he needed to fix something in his mechanics. And like he said upon his second year, you can see a clear hitch in his follow-through. A bit of changing a minor problem for a bigger problem, and as he's grown in the league, his hitch as well as his set points has kind of fixed itself. Although admittedly not perfect, with a loose untucked elbow and a pretty slow catapult release, it was really a fluid one-motion jump shot that was consistent and effective. I mean, as you can see in his arms, his set point is centered a bit, and although his arm is pretty far from 90 as he elevates, as you can see it's pretty darn similar every time. Plenty of shooters don't have forms that look like Klay Thompson, and that's okay. Well, you could probably nitpick a few details of just about any player in the NBA, but really, with a wide and balanced base, consistent follow-through, a high release points, and high efficiency on a high volume of shots, why the hell are you breaking down one of the purest three-level scorers in today's game? If anything, the Knicks should have maybe put an emphasis on tucking an elbow and getting shots off more quickly, but with arms that are down to the floor and a dude who's already consistently spraying that thing, why are you adjusting anything? The Knicks sure as hell put a lot of eggs in the Mikal Bridges basket, putting a lot on the line in the hopes of winning right now. And yeah, alongside Jalen Brunson, getting one of the best two-way off-guards in the league who can create for himself, as well as knock down kick-out threes all day long, looked like one of the best backcourt pairings in the league. But so far, we have gotten this.
New York native playing against the Knicks. Bridges, shot clock winding down.
For a reason right now, 0 for 8 from three-point territory. Is this the one?
No.